everybody. My name is Bryan.
And I'm Bryan.
And this is Bryan versus Bryan, Season 4, 2023. Episode 126. I was thinking we should have started, we should have ran with seasons every year. Welcome to season. I don't know where somewhere around there. Episode 126, The Departed. Not Departed. The Departed.
The Departed.
2006. American epic crime thriller. Directed by Martin Scorsese. Some would say a return to form after some kind of lackluster filler.
Yeah.
What did he do? Like he did another one with Leo right before this. What, the Aviator? Or something?
He did Gangs of New York and was Aviator before Departed or after? But it's around. It's like Gangs of New York, Aviator, and Departed were all around kind of the same time.
I think Gangs of New York was gangbuster. Some people say it's too opulent. So
that movie was awesome. That movie introduced me to fucking Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel is amazing in that. So it's a remake of the 2002 Hong Kong film Internal Affairs and loosely based on the real-life Boston Winter Hill Gang. The character Colin Sullivan is based on the corrupt FBI agent John Conley, while the character Frank Costello is based on Irish-American gangster Whitey Bulger. Okay.
Which is also represented in the movie Black Mass, Johnny Depp. That's the same gangster.
It's a remake of this Hong Kong film, but it's also loosely based on Boston. It's like, what? How does that even work? You can't remake someone's movie and then we also threw in a little bit of this.
Yeah.
Make your own goddamn movie. Leave this poor Asian man's movie alone. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and Infernal Affairs I watched. Obviously, I watched it way after The Departed because I didn't even know. I mean, I found it out late.
Infernal Affairs, not Internal.
Yeah.
Internal makes way more sense.
It's very good. I think Departed's better. It's just because, I don't know. It's the first one I saw, with Scorsese. It's hard to, but it's very good.
It's like just Asian Hong Kong cops.
Basically, yeah. Like the one, it's the same kind of thing. One's infiltrated the FBI. The other one's, undercover.
If you like that, and you like this movie, I suggest anyone to play, what the hell is that game called? The Asian, GTA wannabe game.
Oh, I've always wanted to play that. Sleeping Dogs, right?
Yeah, Sleeping Dogs. That game. It still holds up today. The driving mechanics are a little wonky now, but the rest of the game, the story of the undercover cop stuff is really cool.
Yeah, I've always wanted to play. I see it jump on sale all the time for
it's
$4.
Always on sale, for $4. It's so cheap now. All right. When did this come out? In 2006.
Oh, I just looked just to confirm. You are right. The Aviator and Gangs of New York were prior to Departed.
Departed was a critical and commercial success. Won several accolades, including 4 Oscars. Best Picture, nice. Best Director, nice. Best Adapted Screenplay, nice. Best Film Editing. DiCaprio didn't get nothing for it. I mean, he's good in this. He's not Oscar good. There's nothing about this performance that makes you get an Oscar. It's just a good ensemble cast, I guess. You know what I mean?
Kinda. I think I disagree slightly. I think since The Departed, I would agree with you. Like Wolf of Wall Street, he's just like a fucking revelation in that fucking movie. But in terms of I have to go back to 2006 and what we've seen DiCaprio in, and I think this movie was like, holy fuck, this guy can fucking
it's better
act.
than his other stuff. But this is not the kind of role you get an award for.
Yeah,
it's just not. It's just too plain. It's got to be something over the top, or your character's dying of cancer, or your character's fat.
Emotional, some sort of emotional
accent. Yeah. It's just got to be, it's too straight and narrow. Like, no one wins Oscars for that kind of role, even if you're great in it. So
yeah, I guess that's true.
Kind of sucks for him because he's in this great movie. Probably, God dang it. I don't know. Maybe supporting could have been Nicholson because he was pretty amazing in this. Everyone's amazing in this. Alec Baldwin,
for sure.
Right.
Wahlberg, they're all firing on all cylinders. It's great.
Wahlberg, that's the same fucking guy. Oh, an asshole from Boston.
Yeah.
Let me really, stretch my chops here. I forgot about the ending of this, all the intricacies of it, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, uh, one cop, born into the life of the. They're not even the mob. It's just like a gang type of thing. Born in this gang and raised by the Jack Nicholson character. Um, Brought up inside and becomes a cop on the inside for Costello, and then the other one, what the hell's his Billy?
Yeah.
William Billy.
William Costigan, yeah.
He just wants to be a cop, and ends up going undercover. I love that scene where they're first getting there and they're talking to Sheen. Sheen is amazing in this,
Oh yeah, definitely.
and then Wahlberg's there too. And there's the difference of how they treat the two cops.
Hmm.
They treat what the hell's the other cop's name? Dang it, Sullivan. How they treat Sullivan. And then Billy goes in there and he's like, "Yeah, you fucking, what you pretended to be a fucking cop or what? You like pretending?" All that shit was just really awesome, and they're just grilling him hard.
Yeah.
And you're just like, why does this Sheen character put up with this bitch? and he's like, and at one point he's like, he can't fucking help you. This old fucking man doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Anyways, I love that.
You know, fucking cop. Yeah, I love that. Staff Sergeant Digman has his own thing. We kind of just all deal with it.
Oh, I love later on, Alec Baldwin. He's really normally a nice guy. Please don't base your opinion of him on this one interaction.
Yeah.
So then they start going down the path. I love it. It starts with a fucking Dropkick Murphy song.
Yeah.
Scorsese picture. Okay. A little different.
It's such that's one of my, oh my God, dude. It's fucking genius, dude. Scorsese. Because it feels like, I don't know if this is intended. This is the way I'm kind of, reading it, is that like Scorsese is like, okay, because there's no credits. Like you just kind of get, I think, what, 15 to 20 minutes of movie? But it's like Scorsese saying, okay, you have the characters, you have the setup, you have everything you need. Let's go. Like the moment that The Departed comes up and that song kicks in, it's like the movie's way of being like, all right, buckle up because here we go. I love that the credits don't actually happen until about 15, 20 minutes in.
Yeah. And it does kind of just quickly lay out how these people got to that point.
Mm-hmm.
Like 4-second clips here and there.
Yeah.
You're being promoted. Oh, that was quick. 3 minutes from police academy to undercover fucking police officer.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to know about that part. That's not the cool part. Just move you right through it. And I don't know. Doesn't it say? Well, I guess it says in the beginning, like some time ago in Boston or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
A while ago. I can't remember. Was that for the part where he's a kid in the diner, right?
Yeah, I think it's one of the first things that comes up on the movie is Boston some years ago, and then it cuts into like old archival footage, and then you got the Stones fading in. But yeah, that pops up in the beginning.
Make an appearance a couple times.
Yeah.
Of course. But yeah, even then, it's gonna be pretty good. Jack is so good. Don't make me come down here for this again, okay? And then, are you what's his name's boy? Hook him up with a couple half gallons of milk, couple loaves of bread. You like bologna? Some bologna, some cold cuts,
Yeah.
some cheeses. You like cheeses? Are you a fan of cheeses? Do you like little toys and trinkets? Get some little toys and some chiclets. Oh man, everything.
You like comic books? I'm like looking at the cover. It's a Wolverine. I'm like, oh shit! Hell yeah, I like comics.
Not that long ago. That's a pretty modern Wolverine.
Yeah.
And then he put some coins in his hand. Here, you want to make some money? You come see me. It's like, what are you, a fucking 9-year-old boy? I got a job for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is I've already told it, but this is the movie. Finally here where that story, man. She fell funny.
Oh yeah, yeah, the
Great.
Damon story.
Yeah, Matt Damon. Oh my God, look it up, everybody. Him telling the story of Jack Nicholson on the set of this movie, trying to elongate that scene into a fucking 5-6 minute scene. uh, don't hack her up yet. I think I want to have her again. Quit
Jesus.
lying. He's already raped her once. Like Damon's like, yes, God damn, I get it. I understand.
Uh,
Like he's a different breed, man. Uh, yeah, that beginning's awesome. And this movie feels like a period piece now, doesn't it? Because these fucking cell
cell
phones
phones, yeah.
date the fuck out of this movie, man.
Mm-hmm.
all the clicking of the fucking keys, the texting with the
Yeah, in the pocket, which I used to do in high school, is you
yeah.
can type to your friends in your pocket if you did it right.
You got to know your shit, dude.
Yeah.
You got to be like, A B C E F G H. Okay.
Uh,
Um. Yeah, the cell phones just fucking date it for me, man. It it's it almost feels like an '80s movie or something, you know?
yeah.
Because that feels so long ago now. But yeah, that's a mid 2000s cell phone. But everybody's got these shitty little silver cell phones. Everyone's ringtones like
Mm-hmm.
and they're always on. Everyone's fucking ringtones loud as fuck. When you're undercover and shit, every fucking person.
Yeah.
Oh, tail him, arrest him. Son of a
Yeah.
bitch.
It's like those phones are like the characters in themselves. Because they are throughout the whole. They have their own like the sound effects
Yeah.
they make are so loud and prominent. Every time the snap is so loud. Thap! Or
Yeah,
when
and
they
then like
take it open.
even the shot later, Leo's got his like cop cell phone and then his fucking mob cell phone, and they're both sitting there, and it's like the duality. I mean, he hears a ring and he's fucking really nervous, and then wants to know which one's ringing, which
Mm-hmm.
part of his life is trying to fuck with him.
Yeah.
And that's just really cool fucking filmmaking, cool stuff, man. And he sees it's the fucking silver one, and they're all sprint like old ass sprint dog with the little
Yeah.
needle bouncing up like a fucking '90s sprint, dude.
Uh,
And it's really dated now because Sprint like didn't even exist. Um, but yeah, really cool stuff. I mean, you don't want to hit all the story beats of this. You just want to talk about how amazing it is. I
yeah.
think.
There's so many scenes. Like I said, it's probably been like at least a decade since I watched this. I mean, when it came out, I watched this multiple. I mean, this is one I should say up front. This is one of my favorite movies like ever. Um,
It's really good.
and yeah, there's just so many scenes that I forget about, or like, and like some of the subtleties that just make me smile. Like when DiCaprio meets Jack for the first time, and like that subtle Stone song starts playing in the bar. I think it's "Let It Loose," if I'm not mistaken. But just hearing the Stones in the back, it slides up, and you know who I am. And, nope. Like all, and then like him taking him in the back, and do you want me to take these guys out for you? And I don't know. I like his
Yeah,
nonchalant, like something I can't do personally. He kind of like shrugs his shoulders, and like the cast,
yeah.
and he's like
Beating the
breaking
shit
his
out of that
arm.
guy for making fun of his cranberry juice.
Oh yeah, yeah, the cranberry juice
Jack
scene. Forgot
Nicholson
about
makes fun of the cranberry juice. First thing he says.
that. So good.
Yeah, breaking the cast. Pretty fucking awesome.
You gonna stop doing cocaine deals with your jack off cousin? Yes.
Yeah, it's like it's a little unbelievable though, right? That you like Billy wouldn't be the first one you just fucking kill,
Hmm.
right? The new young guy off the streets. I wonder who the rat could be.
Yeah.
Who's a cop here? The young fit man that just joined us, or all the fucking 50-year-olds that have been with me 20 years? I don't
Yeah.
know. We'll never know. I guess we'll have to find out by the end of the film.
And the
Maybe
fact that he
nobody
used to
said-
be a cop and he went through the academy.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
It's like, dude, really? That's not a good backstory. That's
Yeah.
never gonna fly, dude. Don't worry, I was a cop. Come on. Not anymore.
Uh,
Please. Yeah, right. Spend a day in jail. Would they do that to a cop? I don't think so.
yeah. It's funny too because when what's Sheen's name? Queenan, I think. when Queenan's
Yeah,
like,
something like that.
we'll give you a record, you'll go to jail, you do your time. I was like, oh damn, he's gonna be in there for some time. And then later on, when he meets his cousin, he goes, oh yeah, I've been locked away for the last 4 months. I'm like, 4 months? I don't. I feel like if I was Frank, I'd be like, yeah, 4 months. You could probably put a cop in there for 4 months.
Oh, this is interesting. DiCaprio was nominated for Golden Globe for Best Actor for this movie. I bet he's tired of that shit. I don't give a fuck about your Golden Globes.
Hmm.
I want the little man.
Yeah, no one gives a fuck about a Golden Globe.
But he was also nominated that same year for
The Blood Diamond.
Blood Diamond. He was good in Blood Diamond too.
Yeah,
This is kind of the year where he just stepped up his acting a bit.
yeah,
But
definitely.
he does feel like he feels a little young to be playing this character, doesn't he? He just looks like a baby,
Mm.
even to Matt Damon. And Matt Damon's pretty young in this, but Matt Damon's character seems more mature and older. I don't know. He just looks young. I guess we haven't really got older looking Leo till more recent movies, but I
Yeah,
just
that's
never
true.
noticed it because I was never really older. But now
Hmm.
looking at him, like, man, he looks young in this. He looks
Yeah.
fucking 20, 23 or something. It's just a little uh, weird to me. But yeah, awesome, awesome acting. Oh, Wahlberg was nominated supporting actor. Is that for an Oscar? I think so. I don't think he didn't deserve that. That's the same fucking thing he does every fucking movie.
Yeah.
That's him. He's just filming him. They're just fucking filming him. That's not even Oscar worthy. Come on now. Yeah, there's some other stuff in there. I just love the scene. Um, where he's like, "Should I stay in the car?" The whole fucking scene is amazing. Where uh, Matt Damon has the Sheen character followed,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah.
he's just trying so hard to figure out who the informant is to cover his own ass because he's a rat. And so he's like that. And that guy's super high up, and like, I don't feel right about this. Following the chief, he's not a chief, but he's something very similar. Um, he's like, I think he could be the informant, and then he's just using all his power of where he's at to fucking do his crimes, which is really cool and crazy. And then DiCaprio on the subway. Could you have a tail? That's impossible. I'm a trusted old man. Why would they tell me? And then they get to that. I like. I was like, go to 444 watershed, and it's like a little sign painted on the fucking piece of
Yeah.
wood, pointed at the fucking entrance to an abandoned building. It's like, did you paint this, DiCaprio? And it's like, there's no. How else would he? It's like that
Yeah.
should have been a deleted scene. Okay, this is the one. Come in here. It seems
Or at least
very.
him walking by it and looking at it and like acknowledging that that building exists, because it is weird that he just knows where this is and what the address is. It just comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, and it's painted on a giant sign. Here's the meeting. Uh, but what I really liked about it was like the cops showing up at the end. He's so willing to just risk it all to cover his ass that he like I don't even know what his intent is. He sends all the cops in there like they're gonna arrest um Jack Nicholson because that's who he's saying is meeting him.
Hmm.
I don't, I don't know his real intent because he sent everybody in. Um, I don't know, just to kill him, I guess. Both
Well,
of
his
them.
real intent, which this is why this movie is clever, especially with Damon, because he's supporting. There's multiple scenes in the movie where he's supporting Frank's gang, but he's also doing it in a way that it doesn't put a light on him. So like, there's one scene where one of them got captured, and he like walks in there. He doesn't know what the lawyer looks like, and he goes in there. I don't think, to be honest, I don't think that gang member even knows that Matt Damon knows Frank. Like, I don't think that guy knows Matt Damon at all. And so Matt Damon gets in there and he's like, "Call your mother, tell her you're not coming for dinner." And the guy doesn't trust him or whatever. But anyways, no matter how you look at it, he's covering himself, but he's also protecting Frank. And in that scene you're talking about where they're meeting, he's trying to find out who the fucking rat is with Frank's gang, and so he gets them to tail Queenan, but then he also tells Frank's crew like, "Hey, Queenan's meeting with the rat right now." So those guys show up. So it's like this. He's doing this duality thing that I think works really well, where he's killing two birds with one stone in a way.
Yeah, he was really good in this. I think this is probably one of my favorite Matt Damon performances ever.
Hmm.
Because I'm not a big fan of him
Yeah.
otherwise. Um, yeah, pretty awesome. But the part I really loved is when finally the cop says "fuck it" and attacks the guys against the orders of Damon. Shoots that first guy uh, on the side of the van in the chest, or somewhere around there, and then oh, just remembering more and more about this amazing scene, like DiCaprio walking out, and then
Mm.
the Sheen character landing in front of him, and splattering him with blood, and he's already scared, but now he's like, "Fuck, they killed this guy who's like the fucking leader at the fucking tip top. I'm fucking nobody.
Yeah, and my
I'm
protector, the only one who
yeah,
knows
yeah.
anything about. Yeah.
I'm not protected at all. They can get to
Hmm.
him. It's like, who the fuck am I?" And then I like to go, "Well, where have you been, Billy?" Yeah, fucking couldn't find the place. I'm here now. What
Uh,
happened?
yeah.
then, yeah, that guy gets shot, and then he's shot in the little hideout, and he pulls over DiCaprio, Billy. He's like, "Oh man, you've never been late, not once. Never been late." And I realized I made a mistake. I gave you the wrong address, but you still showed up
Hmm.
to the right address. And then he's about to pull his gun. He's like, "Fuck, I gotta shoot my way out of this place." And he's like, "Would you, no, wait." He's like, gonna know his reaction is gonna be like, I can't remember what he says. "Why do you think I didn't tell anybody?"
Yeah. Why didn't I?
Or
Why do you think I didn't tell anybody, or something,
something
something
like
along those
that.
lines?
Yeah. And yeah, that scene, I didn't tell anybody. Then he just dies there. And then DiCaprio's like, "Oh, thank God he's dead."
Yeah, going home.
Woo!
Oh.
Anyways, he's dead. I'm leaving. But yeah, he was. And then they go bury him, and they see on the news, "Undercover police officer found in the marsh." That was fucking awesome, man. So he's a cop. So I
Hmm.
was wrong. There are some old ass cops that are in the crew, but you'd still look at the fucking 23-year-old kid
Yeah,
off the street who used to be a fucking cop.
definitely.
um, yeah, that was so awesome. I still don't believe he's a cop, man. And then Jack Nicholson, the cops say he's a cop. He's a cop. He ain't
Yeah.
gonna go around fucking claiming people.
Oh, I think he said. I actually think. What did he say? He said something along because I remember Sarah looking at me after that scene. He says the cops are saying he's a cop, so we don't look for the cop. As in to say that like the cops are saying that he was a cop, so that Frank thinks that the rat died or whatever, so he won't. But I don't know because Sarah looks over me and she's like, "So he a cop?" I'm like, "Well, based on that conversation with Leo, it sounds like he was a cop." Yeah.
Yeah, I think I didn't get that. I didn't hear that line. Maybe I don't know. I got the feeling that that kind of Jack Nicholson at that point thinks the problem's over,
Hmm.
but he doesn't stay that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he gets more information. Um,
That's a funny scene too. To go back to that, it took me fucking 2 hours to drag him out there.
I call bullshit. They knew how they know the body was there. 3 fucking hours. What are you gonna go walk your dog and some fucking dog?
Yeah.
It's some big ass dog. He's like, "Next time I tell you to dump a body in the fucking marsh, you dump it in the marsh, okay?"
Not where John Hancock goes every Thursday to get a fucking blowjob. It's
And he starts
man, Nicholson is so
chuckling.
good in
"Don't
this movie.
fucking laugh. This ain't fucking reality TV."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty damn funny, man. "Don't fucking laugh." And the guy's like,
He's trying not to laugh. Uh,
man. There's some other good stuff you forget about, just the nuances in performance, like Leo pouring his heart out, trying to get pills.
oh yeah, yeah.
That's it. Somebody comes in here, a man against every fucking fiber of his being, of privacy, and wanting to stand on his own and pour my heart out to fucking you, and you close my fucking file.
Hmm.
I didn't mean to. Pulls it back down. "Oh, fuck you.
uh,
2 pills? Just give me a fucking
bottle of scotch and a handgun to blow my fucking brains out. Are we done with psychiatry bullshit? So good.
And what if that was a real fucking threat? You think about that."
Hot shot.
uh,
Yeah, that's another great
that,
scene.
I forgot that was the chick from the Conjuring movies.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she's really good in this too. Um, I don't know though. She's kind of a bitch. Later on, she knows everything. Is it, are you gonna do something? You gonna try and
Hmm.
report it? I can't. He's too high up. I'm not even gonna try. It's like you gotta tell someone. You gotta do something. I don't know if she got a hold of Wahlberg or what happened there, or if he
Mm,
just kind of put everything together on his own because it kind of felt like he was figuring things out the way
yeah,
he was interacting with Matt
Damon.
Damon.
Hmm.
I don't know. Maybe she just didn't do anything. She just kind of, and I like how he's the kind of guy he's totally gonna kill you if you know that info over him. Maybe he didn't because she's pregnant and he thinks it's his kid. I don't know whose kid is it. Is it DiCaprio's? I don't know. But like at the funeral, he stops to talk to her. What about the baby? And she just walks by, and it's like she knows you're a super corrupt criminal. We're just
Hmm.
we're just gonna we're just not gonna talk about it anymore, okay? I don't want to be with you. I won't turn you in, but I don't want to be with you. I just felt that was a little strange.
Yeah, I like that scene too because before that, it's all done with no dialogue, it's just facial expressions. But it's at DiCaprio's funeral, and he's standing there, and he looks at her across the way, and she's crying, and he kind of looks at the photo and looks back at her, and she's still weeping, and like it's that slow realization that like, oh, they knew each other, or maybe had some sort of fling or something. You can see it in his
Yeah,
face. He's just like uncomfortable about it.
yeah. Um, yeah. So she's good. That scene's great. Um, there's some really good like tension throughout the movie. You really feel like, fuck, this guy's getting close to getting caught. Both of them. They're
Hmm.
both walking a thin line, and then later on in the movie, the dynamic starts to change because you realize Jack Nicholson's character has been an informant for the FBI, and so everybody's a fucking rat.
Yeah.
Nobody's hands are clean except the chubby guy with the beard. He's the only guy that's like true blue. What the hell was his name?
Oh,
Anyway,
Frenchie or Mr. French, I think.
Mr. French.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I like him.
he was awesome. Oh fuck it! So
Uh,
ready to die. I'm not going to jail again.
yeah.
Uh,
That's not
yeah.
quite a guy. It's not a guy you can hit, but that's not quite a guy you can hit.
And then where was I? Damn.
Oh, them almost getting
Oh
caught in tension.
yeah, and yeah, he's FBI informant. He's like, you ever wonder why the fuck they try to make a case against him for the FBI and it never works out? And the she's like, oh, you're fucking right. Why
Hmm.
did I think of that? Why didn't you fucking think of that, bro? Jesus tits. And that's when shit starts to go downhill. That's when Matt Damon starts to realize, what the fuck? This guy knows all this shit about me. Man, I don't fuck with the FBI, dog.
Yeah.
My motto on the FBI is, what was it? Treat it like shrooms. Cover 'em with shit and
Oh,
keep them in the dark.
yeah,
Feed
yeah.
them shit and keep them in the
Keep him
dark.
in the
There you
dark.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we? I guess we're getting near the end. Um, the end, man. The end. It's not a super over the top ending. There's some shootouts and stuff. That's just the biggest part, I guess, would be the bust.
Yeah.
Um, and that's pretty awesome. He just sets him to fuck up. He's like, "Oh fuck it, get him right now." And then I love DiCaprio, smart as shit. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not doing." He
Hmm.
gets out of the car. They told me to meet him in the back.
I'm out of here.
He
Yeah.
goes, and then Damon confronts Jack later, and then once again these cell phones.
Yeah, he's like holding it up.
And confronts him, and he's like, "Yo, are you an FBI informant?" And he's of course I am. Just kidding. Yeah, of course I talked to them. You don't fucking survive this long at the top, without fucking having some protection. And then I love it when he's like, "Do they know about me?" No, I've never given anyone up that wasn't already heading that way. and you can tell he's really perturbed because he asks him the same exact question again.
Yeah.
In these guys' relationship, he wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? He's like, "Do they know about me?"
Mm-hmm.
And then I think Nicholson he pulls a Han Solo, right? Pulls his gun on him.
Yeah, I don't know why. There's some. What does he say before that? Oh, he goes, Colin, you were like a, and then Matt's like, a son? All those years, all those killing and fucking and no sons, and I think that
Yep,
sets him off to shoot him.
yep. And then Matt unloads in him, and then his what was it? His hand kind of twitched, or did he actually shoot?
I think his hand twitched and pulled the trigger while he was laying in
And
the.
then he just like puts like six more in him.
Uh, you rat prick, or whatever he says.
And yeah, so that's the end of him. And then he's treated like a hero, of course. Like all of the cops are like, "Oh, thank you,"
Mm-hmm.
and he's like, "No." And so it's a weird thing. Ba-dum-bum. And then we get another awesome scene with DiCaprio's Billy showing up to to get I don't know fucking paid. Like what? You don't get paid to the end? You're not cashing checks. So how do you live? You know what I mean? He's like, I
Yeah.
just want to get paid and go. They act like there's a big check at the end. You make it to the end, that's when you get paid.
Or
But
he says
anyway,
something about his identity. I don't know what they did with his record, but he's like, I want my identity back and I want to get paid.
yeah, he wants his identity back because he just wants to be himself for once. Not a cop, not a criminal, himself.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it's Matt Damon is like, oh yeah, I was the one who talked to you. Yeah, I'm in charge of you now. Where's what's his name? Wahlberg's character. He's like, oh, he's on leave. He's really tore up. He needs some
Mm-hmm.
time. And he steps out of the room once he finally gets his real name, his real full name, and he's going and looking at his file. Um, I think at this point he thinks he can just play it off.
Yeah.
Like, oh, cool, I'm gonna pay him off. He doesn't even want to be a cop anymore. So
I'll never see him again. Yeah.
that problem's completely gone. We're totally
Mm-hmm.
good. He doesn't know who I am. So sweet. He's dead. He's gonna be out of my hair. Nah, perfect. And then DiCaprio sees the envelope from earlier in the movie where they make him give the social security numbers and everything. And I don't even know why was that written on there? Citizens? I didn't understand. I thought that
Oh,
was that one guy's last name, and it looks like all their info was in there.
they were at the bar and they're like, "Hey, everyone has to write all their information down, and then we're gonna stay here and give it to Frank or whatever." And so the guy's at the bar with the envelope, and he's like, he starts writing down citizens. He's like, "I don't know how to fucking spell it, but that looks right." And then Leo's like, "No, no, it's like this," and he crosses it out and really writes it, and he's like, "That's not right. Look at this," and he like shows citizens. So that's
And
why it
then
looks that way.
and I think DiCaprio takes his info, doesn't he? Or something.
Mm,
He obviously can't give his own. I thought he swapped like his social with somebody else or something.
I don't remember.
Stole that guy's info. Cause yeah. Anyways. But he sees that same envelope on the desk underneath some papers, and he recognizes it and instantly knows what the score is. So you see him going and look at Matt Damon in an office, blinds open. He's just on a computer doing criminal shit. That's normal. He looks in there. He's looking at my file. I'm out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Bounces, and then he realizes he's left, and he sees the envelope. Now he knows the score. Deletes his police file. It's that easy. One button.
Yeah.
You were never a
Dee-dee.
cop ever. I don't think it's
Mhm.
like that. They can figure out that he was a cop. Like
Yeah.
one button, and you've just never been a cop in your life. There's no trace of it. I don't know. But that's what happened. And then I think DiCaprio calls him right
Yeah.
to meet him somewhere, and then he meets him on the roof, and meets him on the roof, and dude pulls a gun on him, and he's like, I think Damon's like, no, we can figure this out. He's like, oh, I'm not here to figure this out. I'm not here to talk. I'm here to arrest you. and then tries to arrest him, and then what the hell's that guy's name?
Oh,
Actor.
Anthony something.
Yeah, that.
Anthony Edwards? I don't remember. Or is that the fucking C-3PO guy? It's Anthony. Anthony something.
Yeah, the guy from Life. But anyways, he went to the academy with him, and he's there, and he's kind of on Matt Damon's side because he's been working with him a long time and can't see him being a criminal. He's like, dude, I have all the evidence, and maybe you do, but right now you're gonna put that gun down, all right? He doesn't. Takes him in the elevator, rides with him down. The Anthony guy, he's got to take the stairs. And then the other cop that's kind of been with Matt Damon from the beginning, like from school, and kind of like almost like he's suspicious of him being, you know, an inside guy. He's like, how do you get promoted so quick? First day and
Mhm.
you're undercover and all this and every time. Even Matt Damon thinks he's kind of onto him. I think, well, when he tries to explain it away, like, well, maybe if you did something once in a while instead of fucking, you get promoted too. But that guy comes and yeah, the elevator's open. I forgot about this. I thought Matt Damon shot him for some reason in my
Mhm.
recollection from so long ago watching this. But that
Yeah.
guy shoots DiCaprio in the head. And
Like
right there, you're like,
instantly.
what the fuck,
Yeah.
dude? The fucking hero about to fucking arrest the guy gets shot in the fucking head. This movie sucks. Fuck this movie,
Uh,
man.
yeah.
Fuck Matt Damon and fuck this movie. At that point, that's what the audience is feeling. Fuck, so Scorsese's fucking lost it, man.
Yeah. Dude, I still remember this day. I saw the opening night with our mutual friend Justin, and we saw the opening night. It was packed, sold out. And that moment where he gets shot, and not only the moment he gets shot, but the other people get shot. The whole theater was just like in complete disbelief. So many gasps and just like they couldn't believe
Yeah.
that all of this was happening in front of our eyes. It was kind of fascinating.
Yeah. So that friend shoots him, and then he's like, "What do you think? You're the only man on the inside?" It's like, "I'm here to
Mhm.
help you, man. Now everyone's gone. It's just me and you. We got to watch each other's backs, bro." And then the other guy comes down the steps and sees that DiCaprio's shot, and he's like, kind of, what the hell? And that guy shoots him. Boom,
hmm
motherfucking double of them. And then fucking Matt Damon, the crazy weasel he is, he wants no one with any connections to nothing, knowing nothing.
Yeah.
So he picks up, I think DiCaprio's gun or something, or maybe he pulls it out of his heel.
I think he asked for his gun to wipe. Like he has a cloth, and he's like, "Here, I'll wipe the gun for you, the prince or something." And he like hands it to Damon, and he like starts wiping it.
Pow. He's gone too.
hmm
All three of them. So that's a lot of bodies to figure out. And he come up with some story. I don't remember. It's just a short clip. Well, the story was that he gave. I. It was either the buddy or the Anthony character were the aggressors and the bad guy. I don't
Yeah.
know which one he framed, but because he's like I don't know, man, some twisted sense of loyalty or reverence for DiCaprio. Like he
hmm
liked DiCaprio because man, this guy was good. He did what I did. He really was a good cop.
Yeah.
And I think he was genuine earlier in the movie when he said, "I'm going to recommend you for the whatever merit award."
Yeah.
He didn't give a fuck about no award. It's the highest honor.
It was like a gold star around here.
Because he's still trying to give him this award in death.
Yeah.
Because he tells a story and it's like, I want you to know, and he's telling the person who's interviewing it, and I want you, just for the record, I'm going to nominate Billy for the Gold Star Award.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Wow.
How honorable of you.
And it's just really strange, that he would make up all this elaborate. Well, we have to make it up, but
Yeah.
that he would paint Billy as a hero in this scenario. So he gets the big, because remember he told him, oh, he's like starting to break down when Billy's arrested. Just kill me, man. Just
hmm
kill me.
Just fucking
He's like,
end it.
no, I'm not gonna fucking kill you, man. You're not gonna get the fucking bagpipe funeral.
Yeah.
And then Billy gets the bagpipe funeral. That kind of thing.
hmm
And Yeah, that's crazy talk. And so finally, we're like, well, fuck, this movie's fucking lame. It's kind of one of those weird endings where all the bad guys kind of win. Jack Nicholson got his comings, I guess. But DiCaprio didn't deserve that shit.
Yeah.
And then now Matt Damon's still fucking free, and we got no one left to take him down. And but we forget one thing. And he goes home to his house, tries to get in the door, or gets in the door, and then we just see some covered booties,
Hmm.
some Dexter shit, and it's Mark Wahlberg. Hi. And he just says, I think Matt Damon says, okay.
Yeah.
One little silence bullet through the head.
Puts his beanie on and walks
Yeah.
out.
And then we're like, oh, okay, yeah, I forgot he was around. Cool. Thank
Hmm.
goodness. And then we get a very I've heard, some people say this movie is perfect other than this. Have you heard this
The
theory?
rat. Yeah, I've heard this.
People
Yeah.
fucking hate the fucking rat on the
Hmm.
windowsill. I don't know if it's CG, it's superimposed. I mean, it doesn't look bad to me. Because you got the sun behind it, so it's kind of like just a shadow, so you don't have to have too much detail. But the little rat
Hmm.
crawled across the windowsill. I liked it. I like the imagery of the little rat. Where do you fall
I
on the rat
I think
debate?
it's like completely unnecessary, but I don't like doesn't it wouldn't like lower my review score if I was reviewing it. It's just like it's a little on the nose, but whatever. Not a
That's
big deal.
great. This whole movie's on the nose.
Oh,
uh,
it's a rat. Get it? Because everyone was a rat?
yeah, everyone had a fucking hidden secret agenda, and everyone pretty much dies. That's
Hmm.
the moral of the story. Tell the truth, kids. Okay. So, masterpiece, in my mind. Amazing movie. Can watch it 100 times. Every performance is awesome. I can't think of one person that I didn't really enjoy what they were doing. Um, can't think of anyone. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, a 9.3.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, like I said, earlier, this is one of my favorite movies ever. To me, like with Scorsese, I feel like this was like your and my generation's Goodfellas. It's like a gangster movie that came out when we were at the right age, and it was just a powerhouse of a movie with great performances. Exhilarating violence and awesome dialogue in the same way that Goodfellas was in the late eight. Well, I guess it came out in '90. I don't think it's as good as Goodfellas. It's hard to argue against De Niro and Pesci
Yeah.
and Ray Liotta. I mean, that movie is just its own fucking beast. So I don't think it's as good as Goodfellas, but yeah, this movie is just amazing, man. Like we've already touched on everything, and just to reiterate, like the performances, Jack Nicholson specifically. Like I remember hearing this when it came out, like, oh, Jack Nicholson's gonna play a mob boss, gangster guy, and like in my mind, like, oh shit, we're gonna see like Nicholson unhinged, like a violent, crazy guy, and then you watch it and he plays it like almost comedically, and I think it works. Like he's really funny in the movie, but at moments he's also very terrifying. There's
And
a
right at
scene.
this time too, I feel like
Hmm.
Nicholson was kind of falling off.
Yeah.
Like people wrote him off in around this time. Like he hasn't really done anything big or cool in a while. Just kind of
Hmm.
doing little stuff, and then he does this.
Yeah, it seemed like he was going down the route of like the old man comedy stuff. Like he did that one with Adam Sandler, and I think he did another like kind of not straight to DVD, but like those comedies just come out
Yeah,
like whatever. So it was awesome to see him. He's fantastic. DiCaprio, Damon, they're some of their best roles. At least at that time. Obviously, DiCaprio's gone on to do fucking so many good movies since then. Um, yeah, so many good scenes. The movie like flies by. This movie's 2.5 hours long. Doesn't really feel it. It has a really good pace to it. The movie doesn't really slow down. Um, I think my only small gripe about the movie is I wasn't really connected to the love triangle thing they were going for. No, I don't think that she's bad. I think she's a good actress, and I think her character is good. But I don't know. Like, I don't know, the pacing is a little off of that one. It feels like it was kind of, filler for the movie, where you probably could have had a better movie without the love triangle stuff. Yeah, all the like you were saying, everyone is great. All the side characters, all the small little gangster guys, they're fucking hilarious and fun. All the cops are great. Wahlberg and Baldwin. We didn't talk about Alec Baldwin. He's really fun in it too. Like the whole camera scene with they don't have the cameras in the back.
Yeah.
That whole scene was fucking great.
You fucked this up.
Why didn't you put the cameras in the back? And he's like, "Who are you? Oh, you must be the guy who doesn't do his job. I'm the other guy." So good. Yeah, but this is one of my favorite movies. This is going to be one of the higher rated movies I've done on the show, for good reason. To me, this is like a 9.6. This is just like as close as you can get to perfection, and I don't know. It's interesting to see. I don't know if you feel this way, but like the way the industry is going now, with like everything's kind of a franchise and kind of seems kind of corporate in a way. Not necessarily, I'm not trying to say it's a bad thing, but to see a movie like this again, it's like, oh man, the fucking kind of good old days. Like I would love to see a movie like this come out now, but I think this would be, it would probably have a hard time getting made. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but to be fair, nowadays everyone talks about franchise, big blockbusters, and remakes.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a remake.
That is true.
So it kind of is.
It is kind of part of the problem.
But when you remake these Japanese films, no one knows it.
Yeah.
So they feel like, oh man, this is original. This guy's movie is great. Like I didn't fucking know it was a remake.
It doesn't say in the credits based on a work of art, another piece of art.
And there's a lot of those that are based on those like Japanese really cool films, and we never really know about it till later.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get way more credit. It's like, oh gosh, this is it. This is original.
Yeah.
So this kind of fits in that mold, but
yeah, that's true. And to be fair, there are some great movies that still come out, saying that Hollywood is like a burning dumpster fire or anything. I think even some of the blockbusters are fantastic and that I enjoy. But I don't know, it just seems refreshing to see something like this again. I think it's been a while. But yeah, one of my favorite movies. I could watch this, like you said, over and over again. I'm so happy that we got to watch it. It's been, like I said, it's probably been like 10 years since I've checked it out, and I think it still holds up. It's one of Scorsese's best for sure. I put it in like his top 5. Or at least top 10. It's hard to forget, like Taxi Driver and Raging Bull. Those are all very good. Casino. But yeah, this is Scorsese back at it. Fucking his genre he knows very well and he's very good at, and it shows.
Did he do Shutter Island?
Yes, that's also very good.
I put that up there too.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the. That's like a Shyamalan fucking.
Yeah,
dude, I was like, oh, this is fucking sick.
Yeah. Another good DiCaprio performance. I think he's really good with Scorsese, man. He doesn't miss with Scorsese.
Yeah, it's just you forget how many he's done with him. Like shit, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
More than anyone he's ever worked with. All right, yeah, 9.3 and a 9.6. I think this is probably the highest rated movie we've ever done. Got to be right, cumulatively.
Yeah, I think our top 2, I know for sure. I don't know if it's out. It's been a while. I don't know if it outranks The Departed, but I think the top 2 that I remember was, I think Spider-Man we rated very high, and I think Top Gun we rated very high.
Yeah.
But those are the only 2 really.
I think those were in the 9s.
Yeah.
I think Spider-Man was low 9s.
Yeah, I think so too.
Maverick's probably mid 9s, like this is. All right, yeah, 9.3, 9.6. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to 2023 with Bryan vs. Bryan. We enjoy having you. We appreciate it so much. Please like and subscribe. Please check us out on Apple Music, as well as Spotify or YouTube if you, prefer to have a little moving image with your moving image reviews. Okay? That's how we do. All right. Thank you so much. Till the next piece. Say peace.
Peace.